ladies and dudes, this is Rebecca Lynn Barkley, aka Boobop1970. This is my review for today. And today we are continuing on my part 3 video event to tribute to one of the most underrated singers and songwriters of all time named Rob Thomas. The guy who's the lead singer of Matchbox 20. You know him. He works with the legendary artists here and there. He has a beautiful wife named Marisol, who's so darn beautiful in so many ways. He loves pets, he makes great music and all that stuff. And yeah, we are continuing on this video event. And for my part 2, this is the most important moment I've been waiting for. I'm gonna do my top 10 most favorite songs that I enjoyed from Rob's second solo record, called Cradlesong. I will say this is one of his best albums of all time. I think this album is 10 times better than his last album called Something to Be. And there's a lot of good positive things I really love about this album. I think it's all these great songs that he have ever made that are truly an epic masterpiece. And I'm gonna tell you only 10 of these good songs that deserve to be an epic masterpiece. And I only know great 10 songs that will fit well to this list. So anyway, without further ado, ladies and dudes, let's head on to my top 10 best songs ever from Rob's second solo record and his truly most underrated album of all time called Cradlesong. And yes, ladies and dudes, I do have a few honorable mentions and 2 decent honorable mentions. So let's get on to the honorable mentions. I will say for my 2 honorable mentions will be It's Getting Late and what's the other one? I forgot what the other one was. Snowblind. I will say for It's Getting Late. It's a very nice country song. It had a really nice country feel to it. Hard for me to say about this song. As for Snowblind, it's a really good song. I enjoyed it, but I think it's the most hardest song to know about, if you know what I mean. And as for my 2 decent honorable mentions, the ones that are okay. I know there's one good song that's good, but the other one was okay. I will say for my decent honorable mention, one song is called Mockingbird. I don't mind Rob Thomas to make another song that features relationship problems. I really love that song. But my major problem I have with this song is Rob Thomas, once again, he chose this song in a very bad timing as the 3rd single. And the second problem, he did not make a music video of it. That was so darn disappointing. And he released that song in the year of 2010. Very bad timing on that year. And the other is Give Me a Meltdown. I will say the rhythm is good, the lyrics were okay, but the main problem I have with this song, it was way too rushed. It's the most rushiest song I have ever heard. But I do like a few things here and there about that song. And anyway, let's get on to my top 10 most favorite songs ever from this underrated album. So let's get started. Coming at number 10 goes to Hard on You. I really love this song. It's a Phil Collins song. I guess you could say, yeah, it has a good Phil Collins way to it. But the song's all about, you know, when a person needs to apologize to the most important person that he or she had ever cared about. You know, for all the hard things that they've been through. It's a really good song. Check it out. It's one of the most underrated songs that you gotta listen to from this underrated album. Hard on You deserves to be at number 10. Coming at number 9 goes to Gasoline. Now here's the song that Rob should have chose for the 3rd single, because we need a good song that has a good 80s rhythm feel to it. And this song has a really fantastic 80s feel to it. And also, you could say this song kind of reminds you of one of these songs that came from Mick Jagger or the Rolling Stones. It almost sounded like it, but I'm not a big fan of Rolling Stones, but let's just say this song does remind me of a Rolling Stones song or just one of the songs that came from Mick Jagger. Hard for me to say, but that song deserves to be at number 9. Coming at number 8 goes to Natural. I freaking love this song. It has a nice, beautiful, haunting feel to it. It'll give you a big, giant chill to the bone. Ooh, I'm so scared. And speaking of the song Natural, I think this song would be perfect for the ending theme for Liam Neeson's new film called A Monster's Call. I think that it has everything about that you need to learn about the story of the Monster's Call. I think this song would be perfect in the ending theme, just add it there in the soundtrack. I think that song will truly blow you away. And it'll give you a big giant haunting feel. Ooh. So Natural goes to number 8. Coming at number 7 goes to Wonderful. I freaking love this song. The best part I love about this song, it has a pop, jazz, and part pop in it. You could say it's a jazzy, poppy song. And the best part about that song is the horns. I freaking love the horns. It was pretty well done, pretty well fast-paced. I love the lyrics. I love the beat, the rhythm, the sound, the tune of this song. It will blow you away. And since Rob Thomas already made some poppy, jazzy songs before, like back at Mad Season by Matchbox 20, he did one for Crush and the other for Black and White People. It's a really good song. You gotta listen to it to believe it, if you know what I mean. So yeah, that deserves to be at number 7. Coming at number 6 goes to Fire on the Mountain. Now that song rules. It's the most epic song you gotta listen to. And the best part about Fire on the Mountain, it has that Native American feel to it. It feels like you're listening to a Native American song, and this song is pretty darn credible. I love its rhythm. I love the sound. I love the lyrics. My favorite lyric was, how do you drink when there's blood in the water? And there's something about that lyric that is coming true in real life. After all, I did see a picture of it a few years ago when there was a city that's where the water was covered in red. Yeah, hard for me to say, but listen to Fire on the Mountain to believe it. It's a great song to listen to. Okay, coming at number 5 goes to Her Diamonds. I freaking love this song, and it's the only good song that Rob chose as a first single, and it has a whole lot of meaning to it. But all I know is this song is all about when Rob Thomas's beautiful wife Marisol has the Alzheimer's new disease, and she had it for only 6 or 7 years ago. But I know many years later it has to be like 12 or 13 years ago, and since many years had passed. But anyway, that song has a good storyline, has a good message to it, involves pain, sorrow, and suffering, and a whole lot of grief and sadness. It's a great song to listen to. You gotta check out this song to believe it. Yeah, Her Diamonds fits at number 5. Coming at number 4 goes to Someday. I freaking love this song. It's one of the most positive songs ever in this album. It has a nice rhythm, has a nice beat, and I love the music video of it. And fun fact is, there's going to be a couple of Rob Thomas fans here and there are going to be in that video. Well, you'll never know these people, but there's a few fans here and there who wants to be in that music video, and I do praise for Rob Thomas for choosing that song as his second single, Sadly, her Diamonds and Someday were the only two best singles that he have ever chosen for this underrated album. And now, ladies and dudes, the true moment that all of you have been waiting for is my top 3 best Rob Thomas songs of all time that came from this underrated album called Cradlesong. So let's get right to it. Coming at number 3 goes to Real World '09. I freaking love this song. And for the very first time in music history, Rob Thomas made his first non-remake song that came from an old song of his called Real World back at one of his Matchbox 20 songs old days or something like that. I really love this song to death. It has a great rhythm, great sound, great lyrics. It was pretty well fast-paced, very well done. It's one of his most strongest songs that he have ever made from this album. Check out Real World '09 to believe it. It will blow you away. Coming at number 2 goes to Still Ain't Over You. I will say this is Rob's most sexiest song that he have ever made. It was so darn sexy. There's something really sexy about this song. I will say the most sexiest about this song is Rob Thomas had tried so hard to use his voice, that has a very good lustring feel to it. The lust thing to the song is so darn beautiful, so darn well done. It was perfect for this song, and it will blow you away as well. I have nothing else to say, but Still Ain't Over You deserves to be at number 2. And finally, my number 1 best song ever that came from this underrated album called Cradlesong. This one may surprise you. So for my number 1 best song ever is Cradlesong. I love this song to death. This is one of his best songs ever in music history. Too bad he never chose it as a single, and that's so darn disappointing. After all, I love this song way better than Something to Be. Since Something to Be has something to do with negative signs, but as for Cradlesong, it has a whole lot of positive signs, and there's a lot of good positive signs about this song that really did blow me away. That's so hard for me to say, but that's it, ladies and dudes. Cradlesong deserves to be the number 1 best song ever that came from in this album called Cradlesong. The end. There you go, ladies and dudes. That is my top 10 best songs ever that came from his most underrated album of all time called Cradlesong. I hope you enjoyed this list. And join me tomorrow as I tell you about my main thought about some of these brand new songs are going to come out from his 3rd studio album called The Great Unknown. And I will say there's a few hit and miss songs I will tell you about in this new album of his, but just wait and see until tomorrow. So, I'll see you guys later. Sayonara.